Oh my god, the room looks so empty. How are you all? I hope you had it. You guys like this gold balloon? Thank you. Hi, Jose. Hi, Lyle. Hi, Wild. Hi, Panama. Hi, V6. No worries, Cena, of course. Hi, Bush. Where have I gone? Hi, Bush. How are you doing? Hi, Kings. Hi, LNZ. Hi, Smashing. Hi, Paul. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Hi, Carlos. Hi, Thaddeus. How are you? Oh, I know, Smashing. I was so close. Aw, thanks, Zero. Hi, Clementine. Hi, Danny. Hi, 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 hi. I think I've said hi to everybody. Hi, Nostru. Hi, Sam. How are you? Hi, Radio. Hi, Panama. I hope you're all having a good day today. I found this artwork and I thought it was a really interesting idea to paint Harley, but to swap the colours over for the Joker's colours. So I thought that would be quite a nice thing to do today. So that's what I decided we were going to do. I was like, that'd be quite fun, just to swap the colours over. Bit of a mashup today. Are you still friends with Meg? I didn't get to see the end of the Portal stream. Yes, still friends. But I think we both were very, very exhausted by the end of it, so I think we were both getting confused as to what we were meant to be doing. Yeah, I thought I would do like a colour swap, so I thought it'd be quite fun to do something similar. But to change it all out, but I think instead of the Suicide Squad Harley, I want to do something a little bit different, with a different version of Harley, I think, for me. I don't have the Jester hat though. But yeah, I thought that would be really fun to do. Let me pull up a photo of Harley for myself. How are you? Did you all have a good Tuesday? Alright, Twin Designs. Also, the sun is like setting and it's reflecting off the wardrobe into my face. Just so you can see a little bit of the sun. And I was like, that's why I look kind of interesting. Okay, let's see some of these designs. See, I want to do one with the green. I'd like to use the green wig, so that's what I'm just double checking now. Howdy do. I'm good, thank you, Grasshopper. How's your day treating you so far? Oh, you thought it was mood lighting? We can call it mood lighting. How is your day going so far, Jeff? You've been out in the sun all day. Oh, that sounds really lovely. That sounds like you've had such a nice day. Okay, we'll do that version. I'll do that one. Actually, pretty similar to the one that I did last week. Right, let's see. There you are. Roller derby, Harley. Okay. That one will be fun to do. I'll enjoy doing this one. There we go. Got the reference photo. Nay, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you. Are you having a good day so far? I really hope you are. Okay. I don't really like the choker thing on the neck, so I'm probably just going to skip that part. Right, but apart from that, let's get started with figuring out the design. Maybe I'll do this part with the eyebrow pencil because that's always helpful. At least for me, anyway. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. Here. It's not a giveaway yet. And let's see where you're going. Alright, let's see about drawing this in here. So I'm going to swap the colours over, which I think it'll be quite an interesting, tricky task, to be honest with you. Not necessarily sure how I'm going to manage it with one wig colour. Toasty with the 45 months. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. And then, oh! Gosh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for the 7 dono. Thank you so much. Gosh, thank you so much. Oh my god, not you guys filling up the goal as soon as we've started. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm going absolutely insane for like hitting these goals. Thank you. Oh my god, I should probably change the sub goal, shouldn't I? Because it looks a little bit optimistic. Let me just change it since it's gone down a little bit. Thank you so much, Toasty. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Bush. Thank you guys. You're sitting in the humid state of Florida until tomorrow. Dying, you have to get back to the Arizona's dry heat. Oh my goodness, you must be sweltering. As good as it can be. Hope everyone's having a good day. Oh, bless your soul. You guys, so lovely all the time. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you, thank you. Oh my god, it's like I barely even started. Alright, let me just change this so it's a little bit less of a shock. There we go. Where's my reference photo gone? There we go. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, lovely. The stickers! Oh my god. Guys, I'm not good at remembering stickers on weekdays. I'm trying to remember them when I do streams where we've got the background. But I'm not very good at remembering stickers. Oh my gosh, can I even... How have I organised these bags? There we go. There we go. Toasty. Look at you. Alone. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all so, so, so much. Okay. Now let's see about making this look a bit more like Harley. And guys, as well, if you haven't already and you are also an artist or you just really appreciate art, which I would hope you do considering the fact that you're probably here, you can also have a look at DeviantArt, and I'm really honoured to be sponsored by DeviantArt as well. All of my streams are sponsored and I'm really honoured to be part of the DeviantArt collective. And you can have a look if you do !DA. And they're superstars. I also find, like, even if you just appreciate art, you don't have to be an artist yourself. There's so much work on there that's honestly jaw-dropping. I find myself lurking there a lot of the time and losing track of time or being genuinely in awe at what people are able to do. I'm good today. Thank you so much, Doc. I hope you're having a good day as well, though. Hi, Odin. How are you? Do I want that to be there? I feel like I'd want it to be further down. Hi, Absolute. How are you? I'm so excited for Natalie. It's going to be good. It's going to be really, really good. I, too, feel like... I haven't watched the latest trailer. I'm not going to watch the new one. Just because I kind of feel like they sometimes show too much. So I think for me, I'm not going to watch the latest one. Oh, actually, let's bring this one up here so it feels a bit more like a sports top. And then this one can do the same thing. If we sketch this out here. Yeah, I feel like I'm wanting to avoid some of the trailers. I like the trailers especially a lot more now. I just feel like definitely not for me anymore. I'd rather be surprised. Hi Minus, how are you? Yeah, I feel like I'd much rather have some more of like the surprise now, just going in not knowing. I'd prefer that. So I watched one trailer. But that's all now. No, I woke up face down this morning when my alarm went off and I immediately knew I must have had a good sleep. Oh. But honestly, face down sleeps so much better. So much more comfortable. Okay, so the tricky part here is going to be figuring out the colours, because we're going to swap them. Oh, maybe I should change this to say J. But I'm going to do, if I was to write a J, it's that way. So maybe I should write, I have a J on this one, which you guys might not be able to see as well anyway, because it'll be on the side, but that's okay. See me? Exactly! It seems like it wouldn't work, but it clearly does. Proud of you. Hi Rhonda, I'm good, thank you. How are you? I'm excited to be doing another paint today. Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna try and how do I want to do the face? Maybe I will go in with just the. Maybe I should go in with the. Oh, should I go with the cream paint or should I go in with the white paint? I feel like I should go in with the cream paint today. Let's go in with that. All right. I need to use up this pot anyway because. Okay. Also, I feel bad because I wasn't able to do too much exercise today and I really wanted to, but I really ran out of time. But I was pumped and ready, and so I did arms, and my arms are in, honestly, so much pain from it, but regardless, it's fine. Cream paint! I like using the cream white paint for when it comes to the characters who have like a lot of white. So for instance, like Harley, because her face is so pure white, I just feel like it helps. Because it helps to kind of get that brilliant white in there. But other than that, it's really hard to get to cover something in white paint and not have it be quite streaky, which is one of the reasons why I like using it, but it can be a bit of a pain sometimes. It's a lot harder to wash off, I will say that, but you can see like the coverage is so much better. And I think as well, white paint, it can be a little bit less hassle overall. And I think this is one of the reasons why sometimes people who do like creative makeup looks will default to the cream paints. I think it's because they can be a little bit similar to like foundations, and it's easier to build up the color and get that opacity, that solid opaque design for whatever you're doing without overworking it and then it becoming patchy and falling off. Hi Presently, how are you? Looks like she fell into a vat of chemical. Oh. You know, it's funny you should say that. Guys, I had a dream about another streamer last night and it's so silly. I haven't told them because I forgot until about 20 minutes ago. But last night I had a dream that Dipped in Poison helped me to change my bed sheets. It was very kind of her. She was very helpful. And we just changed the bed sheets. And I woke up this morning to find my bed sheets had not been changed. And I was like, oh, damn it. Building up aqua paint can be really tricky. Exactly. And especially when you're trying to get like you want it to be opaque. It's very easy to overwork it, so I do think sometimes it makes sense to just go straight for the cream paint, especially for white. White is a very, very difficult paint to work with. I know, mate, right? It's such a silly dream to have, but I was like, oh, my bed sheets has to be so disappointing. Yes, my bed sheets were not done. I was like, oh, thank you so much for like help. Like, I think she was like helping to take off the pillow cushions. Just being a helpful self. Right, I was disappointed. Very helpful. Don't mind. Oh, also, if you can hear the fan in the background, by the way, I'm so sorry. It's I'm trying to print out a Borderlands style gun. Yesterday, my 3D printer could not make the decision of how long it was going to take. It's a whole gun that takes up the entire size of, like, the entire height of the bed. And it was like 10 hours, 9 hours, 96 hours, 20 hours, 10 hours? And now it seems to be resting on 59 hours left. 59 more hours. LND! 59 more hours on this print. So, once it's done, and once I've finished with it, I will probably sell it. You see, like, the coverage overall, especially in the center, no matter how many times I've kind of gone over it with my beauty blender, it's pretty opaque. I started watching a video about Avengers Secret World, and after a while noticed that the play bar hadn't moved much. No, 9 hours? About the comics version, or like the Windows 10 updates progress bar, which doesn't work very well. Does it not? But the story seems amazing, but too long for you. Yeah, I quite like some stories that are a bit bite-sized, because I feel like those ones, they're hard to binge, because you're a bit like, okay. Hi, Kelvin, how are you doing today? I like, last night I was reading DC Comics Dark! Justice League Dark, and I was reading the story with Wonder Woman and Hecate, and I thought we were done. I was like, slayed the bad guy, got rid of it, off, Bob's your uncle, here we go, next story, who we at? And then I looked at it and I was on chapter 5 of 18, and I was just like, I don't understand, like, what more could we possibly do? So I was a bit like, okay. I would be like, I need time off of Twitch if I had dreams like that. But at the same time, I can relate from when I was studying geology in college. It's like so surreal in the sense that, you know, you've immersed yourself into what you're doing, but like, yes, when you have these weird, like, hyper realistic dreams that you feel like you've achieved something that day, or like you have a dream that you've gotten up and gotten ready, and then you wake up and you're like, what? Hi Jerome, how are you? That made the video kept saying the word basically every 5 seconds, and it was driving you crazy. I bet, because if the video is 9 hours long, it's not a basic story. It's just not. You're doing excellent. I'm glad to hear that. Ah, you sleep stream sometimes. So in your dreams, you feel like you're streaming? Hi Ken, how are tell you, worse than sleep talking. The other day, I fell asleep, and I showed the photo in my Discord. I fell asleep chewing the pillow, and one eye dragged open by the same pillow. So I fell asleep like that, with like pillow in my mouth. And like, my other half took the photo, and I just looked semi-dead. Because he couldn't tell if I was awake or not. And I was like, my God. Imagine if I was easily embarrassed. Like, this would be such an embarrassing photo to happen across. That I've got, like, half an eye open, staring at nothing. I know, right, Calvin? I was like, oh my God, it just looks... Like, this must look frightening. Normally I sleep face down, and, like, I feel like this was worse. Hi, Talbury. Yeah, I'm really, really excited about trying to bring this one to life. If you do !who, you'll see who I'm inspired by today. And I thought it would be really cool to do Harley, but to swap the colours over so it's all Joker's colours, which is going to be a little bit tricky, but I thought I'd give it a go. I mean, I might as well give it a go, right? Like, what's the point in, you know, like being worried about failure on? Hi, Grapple. How are you doing today? I have no, and do you know what? I think I was having a nap during the day. That might have been the day where I had a headache or something. I'm not sure. That shows you having a good sleep. Yeah, I mean, fair. Love this. Such a good artist, right? And anyway, I happened across I didn't know they had done a piece which was like Harley, but the Joker's colours, and I was like, oh my God, that's such a good idea. So I don't personally like the... Hello. Welcome to my stream. I don't personally like the outfit choice for me. I was like, I think it's a really cool design, but I wanted to do a different outfit. So I was like, hey, I'll try that. I quite like the roller derby version of Harley at the moment. So I was like, oh, I'll try it with that. See if I can swap the colours over. So speaking of sleep, I'm trying to figure out if just being aware you are dreaming multiple times a week and even being able to recall them is a normal thing or not. That's called lucid dreaming, I think, isn't it? Where you know you're dreaming. I think that's a thing. Isn't that called lucid dreaming? I can remember most of my dreams. I'm good, thank you, Grapple. Yeah, like lucid dreaming. I don't know if it's like common or not or something. And you can't, so you work too hard in PE yesterday. Oh my gosh. I do not miss PE. Cosplaying Harley Quinn from the Batman series. No, if you do the !who, it will detail a little bit more. So I'm planning to do Harley, but I'm changing up the design to be Joker's colours. Yeah, when you know. Thought so. A lot of my dreams, when I do, I wish I didn't. Honestly, I had that last year, and then I managed to make the nightmares go away. I had a lot of therapy last year to help alleviate them, but I used to have really like crazy nightmares all the time. But I went to therapy for them, and I feel so much happier because they've gone away. Well, most of them. Like I used to have like nightmares like 5 times a week. It was really horrifying, but like. It's much better now. This part, I know I look insane. I know. Oh! Noella, thank you so much. You're in charge of the cat. Good luck. The rain made her hyper. Oh my goodness gracious. Raya. Thank you so much. 6 months already. Thank you. You ever wake up from it? I feel like I don't really remember it immediately. It's a while until I remember it. How have you sounds like? Yeah, it was. It was really like, it was just quite stressful, really. If you read when you're asleep, you are supposed to wake up because part of your brain that processes symbols requires more brain power. Oh, really? Oh, I've never heard of that before. You very rarely remember them. Yeah, quite a lot of people like that, and then it's exciting when they do remember them. I remember a lot of mine, but they're usually just a bit odd. just intriguing to my mind right now. So it's being very uncommon to a ton of people, but to me it's like a normal several times a week. Yeah, where I know that I'm dreaming, have some level of control over what happens and can even remember. Oh, that's really interesting. I don't know the science or anything behind it, or like the psychology behind it, but it would be interesting to look into it. Okay, I'm just going to take the headphone off while I do the other side. Would have an impact. Do you fall asleep easily? No. All of this work! My goodness gracious! Joker and Harley. Too much work doing this every time. Ever since I was a kid, on a Saturday to Sunday, I had really? Oh my gosh, so you've just always had them. How interesting. I don't really know too much about dreams, to be honest with you. Apart from, like, when I had to sort out my own nightmares, but apart from that, I don't really know much about them. Okay, now that I look insane, let me powder it. One of the powders that I... Oh, hang on, I need to fake this, don't I? 1 second, let's do some fakery for Instagram. That's all you're getting from me, Instagram. Okay, so now I need the powder. The powder that I like to use is called the Ben Nice Super White powder. And the reason why is because it's pigmented to be white, so it makes your kind of like white green base look whiter. Oh! No! Stay up. Are you kidding me? Am I a joke to you? Okay, we try another one. Okay, great. Thank you for the hydrate. Related to psychology, the philosophy relates to the article. And apparently it's related to 2 areas in the brain that's normally turned off. So what does it mean when yours are turned on? I do think we have some scientists actually who are part of the community. When they are turned on while you are sleeping, you usually have lucid dreams and can remember them. Whoa! Your brain's too active, presently. Sounds like that TikTok. Turn it off. Turn it off. Okay. Could make your dreams even weirder. Come on. You go through so much powder when you try and do this because it's like you need to like get it to stick down. So what I'm doing now is I'm essentially setting the cream paint because then I can work on top of it. But you can't really do anything with it until, well, you can, but it would be very tricky. So I need to go through all of it, powder it all down, make sure it's all covered, and then we can work on this being the new base. I'm not worried about my arms at the moment because I feel like that's just a minor thing at the end where I'll be able to do that with the aqua base paint. Head turn. Wait, what? Oh yeah, no, I have seen that. I wasn't sure if it was just people being plebs though. That's what I was confused by. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna do purple around the eyes. Okay. One of the lucid dreams that was a concert when I was just gaining awareness as a kid was flying and then losing control of my flying ability and going, whoa! It was like so calm and then it just, yeah, that must, oh my god, that must be such a stressful dream. Apparently it was a real science human reaction, but I tried it and nothing happened. I don't know. TikTok is one of those places where I don't know what I should trust and what, you know what I mean? Like, TikTok's weird now as well because it used to, sorry, I'm going to sound like such a TikTok snob. Okay, but I've got genuine reason to sound like a TikTok snob. So back in my day, so when TikTok kind of like started, because it was kind of, they bought like Musical.ly or something, didn't they? And so I kind of feel a little frustrated at the moment with TikTok. And the reason being is I was growing on it quite quickly and quite fast and it was all good. And I even got put on in like this creator WhatsApp group, which they still message us updates on. And it was all cool and it was all going really well. But I think what kind of happened was with the pandemic, everything kind of got out of hand, and I do kind of feel like TikTok might have gotten a little bit more greedy with trying to promote everything all the time. And a lot of people in this WhatsApp group, there's like the top creators, got really frustrated because their stuff, but you can have the followers, but it won't go anywhere afterwards. So they won't actually see your posts anymore, which I find frustrating because I feel like it looks like I've bought them and I have not. Don't know, back in my day, I know, right? It's literally not the back in my day. I think it was as TikTok kind of became a bit more popular, which is fair enough, but I also kind of feel like some stuff, they changed out some stuff and it wasn't really for the better. So it is a little frustrating, but I think part of it, I could just be really salty because obviously I was doing well and now I'm not getting the stuff on it from before. But we did all like explain to TikTok that we were kind of frustrated, but I kind of feel like they're not really interested in listening. Because I know people who've got like millions of followers and their stuff just won't really get shown to any of them. They'll have like 3,000 views on a video, which I just don't think makes any sense. That's the thing that gets me, is like, so I've got how many followers and my video's not being shown to like any of them. And your account never recovered. Yeah, it's strange. The audience carry over from TikTok to other platforms is so dry. Millions of followers and no conversion rate. It is strange. I do think I think it is quite odd. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't, I've found. But yeah, generally, I don't really understand it anymore. And that might be part of the problem, is that like now I just don't really understand. And I've had like one-on-one sessions with the team at TikTok and they just keep saying things like, you need high quality content. And I'm like, maybe it sounds snooty of me, but I kind of I thought like the stuff that I was doing was pretty okay. So that's why I was kind of confused when it wasn't really performing. Because I felt like I was doing the high quality stuff. But yeah, it's a bit odd, I think. But I also think it kind of happened with, during the pandemic, a lot of people started to download TikTok because they were kind of like, oh, what's this? And then it kind of got a bit more popularized and more people started doing it. So it could also just be like the growth, which is also fine. But it is odd, I think. It is quite strange. Why they had... no, they didn't. They just kept saying high quality content. Then they kept saying things like you need stories. And I feel like I've heard it all. I was even part of like these like presentations that they would do. There was other ones which they would do. They did like icebreakers, so you could like meet other creators on TikTok that were quite high in following. So like they tried to encourage like, you know, friendship across the board. And there was like little games that they would organise and do between creators. And it was really fun. But at the same time, it felt a bit like, okay, well, I'm still not sure what you want me to do with it. And that is high quality stuff. Sheesh! They just spat in your face at that, but oh, thank you. Yeah, it's just strange, I think. Like, it could also be that, you know, it's not trendy or whatnot, and it used to be, and now it's not. It could be that, but I don't really know. Not knowing what you need to be able to promote yourself on the platform. It's difficult as well when you're given like a direct contact and it feels unhelpful, I think. I think that's the part that felt the most like, oh, I don't really know what to do now. I was like, oh, I'm kind of stuck, guys. And they're like, figure it out. It's your content. So I feel like it was just probably a bit confusing. So I kind of gave up on it for a while. And now I kind of just post whenever I remember, really. I just want to hit button, see comment. Oh, no, Vitani, nothing's happened. I was just saying that TikTok is a bit odd now. I don't really understand it anymore. Because I used to do quite well on it and I was pretty happy with it. But then I think the algorithms and all that lot kind of like changed a bit. Maybe too much. Not in my favour. And now I'm salty. But it was definitely confusing at the time. But yeah, I have a lot of like creator friends who are also kind of like, oh, I don't really know what to do. Like, should I start my account again or? So it's definitely confusing across the board. I've got a lot of friends who do TikTok and who do all of this, like, who do like all the creative makeup, and they're kind of like stuck in the same position as I am. Like, oh, not really sure where to go from here. But yeah, you just have to just figure it out, hope for the best. And then 120 views on the next. I don't know how to work the algorithm, so I gave up. Yeah, I kind of just felt, for me, it was more like, I don't really understand how you can have... So take mine, for example, like 280,000 followers and get like 300 views on a video. Like, and then I had comments on my TikTok that was people saying things like, I followed you months ago from this one video and I haven't seen anything else from you since, but I'd been posting daily. So I couldn't really understand. And I told TikTok that. I was like, I'm getting comments like this. And then I know full well that they can control it because they said, oh, we'll have a look. And then a few other people started complaining. And then and then they asked which videos. So they were like, maybe submit the videos to us. And then so I did that. And then 2 of my videos out of nowhere got like, literally out of nowhere after I submitted it to them, got like 30,000 views out of seemingly nowhere. And then after that, it stopped again. So I was like, okay, so you are in control. Hi, so how are you? I'm doing a Harley and Joker mashup today, so I'm probably gonna look pretty crazy for a while. Well, I suppose that's quite fitting though, isn't it? I saw, get this, that cosplayers started using the hashtag fake body, like you use fake blood. If you use the fake blood to get around shadow bans, I don't quite. Oh yeah, so that is so the reasoning behind that is you can't. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that you can't really get away with, which is like if you show things like props, then they have to be proven to kind of like be fake. And so they were doing the same thing with blood, and they just kind of, and a lot of cosplayers kind of found out, like, you almost have to like determine the content, which is odd, I agree, but yeah, that's where that kind of came from. Hi Mort, how are you? But it definitely was really odd, like seeing a lot of like the ins and outs of like how TikTok works. It was kind of like, oh my gosh, there's so much work. So I kind of got a bit fed up of it in the end. Your Spider-Man after combat cosplay is so awesome. Oh, thank you. Which one? Where did you see that? On Instagram or? Okay, look. I look a little bit Beetlejuice-like at the moment. She'll appear right next to you. Oh, on Instagram? Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you like it. Okay, so I kind of want this to be a bit messy. In case anybody was wondering. Oh my god, Mel, it looks terrifying. Having late dinner and watching paint dry. Hey, what more could you ever want? Garlic bread! Yeah, you make it seem so effortless. Oh, thank you. It was, I do think purple eyeshadow is difficult, to be honest with you. And so I'm using one that's extremely pigmented. I'm using the Norvina Volume 5 palette, and I do find it to be very helpful in the sense that it's very, very pigmented. It's a very good palette, but it's quite expensive, so do with that what you will. Right, let's put. Give myself some eyebrows. I almost look as pale as me. Your katana wins. Transition is clean as hell. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that one on TikTok. It was actually surprisingly quite easy to do that one. It didn't take too many takes at all, to be honest with you. Even I was surprised. I was like, oh. I did it! Man, figuring out transitions on TikTok was like, oh, that was hard. Thank you so much for the posture check. Thank you. It just took a lot of practice. Hi, Gabriel. I'm good, thank you. How are you? And I instantly gave up because it's hard. The transitions are probably the hardest part. But I definitely think it's kind of practice. Yeah, that's what we were just saying earlier. The algorithm on TikTok is rubbish now. You're being pushed down or something, shadowban type of stuff. Yeah, it's been like this for like 2 years now, Kelvin. It's really weird. Like I said, I had to go at TikTok to the kind of like group and was like, well, there's clearly something going on. Just have garlic bread in the background. Okay. You're here for the garlic bread. Okay, so I'm gonna grab. Where is my black and grey scale? Oh my god, is this part? Are all the palettes gonna fall? Are they gonna fall? Is that gonna fall? Is it gonna fall? No idea. Maybe. Okay. I'm gonna use my grayscale palette to do some contour because it always helps. What's this brush been used for? Is that grey as well? Don't know. Artists have it rough, the effort to do a thing and then you post it. Sometimes you just spend, but at least you enjoy doing it. I think the thing is though, a lot of people get like artists confused with content creators. I think there's a weird grey area there that people kind of like get confused with. Because like I feel like mine's a little bit different because mine's the makeup side, but a lot of the time it's very uncommon for artists to pump out like 4 to 5 art pieces a week, right? Makeup looks, I think, are a little bit different because you can pump those out a lot quicker because they all have to be done in one go. Whereas I think people kind of I think people misunderstand. And when they follow an artist, they expect to see new artwork a lot, and that's not the case. Like art pieces, it's like expecting Michelangelo to do like 4 or 5 art pieces a week. That's not gonna happen. One gosh, shut up, Toasty. Oh shit, body painting. Dude, I went to like one of the Michelangelo exhibits, and there was like a letter. Basically, he had worked on this piece, which was Jesus, and it was like a stone marble sculpture, and he gave up on it because when he got to the eye, there was a part of the marble that went through the eye and made it look like he had a scar that ran straight through the eye. So he was like, well, there's not much I can do about it. So he just left that one and started again. And at the time he had some kind of like assistant or apprentice, I don't know. Anyway, he left that one, went off and did another one, made it better, cool. But then he got a letter from his apprentice, which was recorded, and it said, it was in like Italian or something. I think it was in Italian, but they translated it, and the assistant was like talking crap about the other person who took on to finish the Jesus sculpture, and was like, I can't believe what they've done, but they've made Jesus have donut fingers. And I was like, oh, the shade. And this was like in the letter that they had translated. He was like, no one's as good as you. Like, it looks awful. And I was like, oh my god, you're so shady. They had the statue there, it wasn't that bad. I thought it looked alright. Oh my god, space. Yeah, it was my favourite part. I actually kept the leaflet somewhere because I wanted to refer back to this letter, because they had written the letter in like the leaflet that you take home, and I was like, this is staying with me forever. I don't know where I put it, but when I find it, I will show you. His fingers look like donuts. God, how awful. No one's as great as you, Michelangelo, I swear. Wait, what was it? What was this time period? Was it the Renaissance? Like the kind of like Renaissance shade that was going on. Look, please, proof that throughout time there's always going to be haters. Donuts? They criticised the master sculpture. No, they were criticising the Michelangelo's like assistant who took on the job to finish off this like initial Jesus statue. It was like the assistant. They were like, no one's as good as you. I said what I said. It's great. It's great. It's a real great exhibition. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'd go again. to the stone wall and carve the post out. Daily! Oh my god! Thank you so much! Thank you for gifting 5 subs! Thank you so much, Nilanda. I'm Robert, and thank you for gifting Design, thank you for gifting Visit, thank you for gifting the Bear, thank you so much! Thank you! Oh my god! That's so generous. Thank you so much. Thank you. The amount of work you do in this week is incredible. The final products are just as incredible. Just know that you are thoroughly appreciated and I have high respect for what you do. Stay amazing. What a lovely thing to say. Thank you so much. Especially as I literally look crazy right now. Thank you so much. Thank you. What a lovely thing to say. I really appreciate that. That's really kind. Thank you so much, Gamerly. Thank you. I get your sticker up. Jesus donut fingers, and then shall inherit the earth. Aren't any of you listening? Love my fingers. Hi Philip, how are you? How are you? Is this what the Gordon Ramsay bed with absolute abs? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he was referring to. I just couldn't believe it. I was just like, they referred to his work as donut work? Oh my god, it's so bad. It's like, it looks like a donut. Okay. Alright. No way! Jason, thank you so much! Thank you! 18 months! Thank you! Oh my god, you guys! Thank you so much for all of the love. I appreciate it. It really, really helps supporting. Thank you so much. Jesus donut fingers. Holy heckin' Jesus donut fingers. Capture my donut hands! 100 degrees F? Hang on, that means nothing to me. Dude, convert 100 F to C. Oh, 37, yeah, that's really hot. Oh my god. My first ever Twitch sub marks how long? Oh, Jason! What's F conversion? Yeah, because it just means nothing. It just means nothing, right? You're just like, okay. Like, that's all well and good, but I don't know. Oh, thanks, Gamerly. I'm swapping the colours of them. I hope it's gonna look alright in the end. Because I was like, you know what? It's kind of like an experimental thing, so if it doesn't work out, that's okay. I think the worst thing I could do is like not give it a go. But I had a little bit of an idea to play with today, so I was like, yeah, let's go see what it's like. Be nice to kind of mash up these two characters. Okay, so I'm gonna have a green wig. So let's figure out. So maybe I'll do this side green and then this side purple, but if I'm going to be doing, yeah, so my poses are usually often like this way round, so it would be better to have the purple on this side. Autobot on a rampage, honestly, I don't even know half the time. It does what it does, and and I I seemingly don't have that much control over it. It's just kind of like, okay, it's choosing to have one of those days. Okay, so then this one will be okay. Let's see if I can wash off and reuse one of the brushes from last week. You are scary. Yes, now get out. No, I'm just kidding. You can stay if you want. Maybe we should add garlic to the autumn mod just to troll Issa. Issa having a moment where she thinks she's been banned. Bella's already gotten so much done. I think it kind of looks like I've gotten a lot done, but I have been live for an hour. I think it probably just looks like... Hi, Shadow! I'm not a history teacher that spent an entire class showing us all the Jesus painting and sculptures where he had sausage. Are you serious? Like, this is a thing? Sausage fingers? No! This is a thing? Jesus donut fingers is a thing? What's up? Not much. How about you? I'm playing around today and seeing about changing over the colours of Harley and Joker, mashing them together. Hi Rorschach, how are you? That's so funny. I didn't know it was a thing. It's all the food references. Amazon to see what absolutely horrible horror movies I want to watch. Horrible as in like terrible ones. Okay, we're just the drilly poop, but oddly char. Oh yeah, like the ones that are a bit rubber. I wasn't sure if you meant like ones that are just a bit like nasty, like ooh, like gross ones. So I can go and get some garlic bread. Look, the thing is, it sounds plausible. Like I'd be convinced of it, to be honest with you, Elsie. Like, I'd believe it. Because it's something I would do. The faster I do this, the faster I can go get myself some garlic bread. Hang out with Ethan for a bit. Okay, now purple is notoriously a difficult colour to work with, so let's see what we can do. Toxic, how are you? Not as bad as colour. Oh, yeah. The ones that are just a bit rubbish. Oh my god, Gamerly, when you shout the word garlic, I can't help but, like, imagine Andrew Garfield in the play when he's like, a mirror! Garlic! Holy water! So funny. of the southern fried zombies. Oh, nice. Nice. I like the sound of that one. Another thing that makes the Joker so evil is wearing purple because it's so hard to paint. Look. You're not wrong. There's so many things that makes him pure evil. And that just tips the list. That's the top of that's the top of the crop. So we'll show up at the door. Oh my god, this star is terrible. I'm so bad at drawing stars! We'll just ignore it for now. Okay, where is my other green palette? Did I drop it? Have I lost it? Where is it? Come on. Oh my goodness. In a world where Mel's palettes are more organized. I feel like something is gonna fall and I don't know what it is. Everything feels dangerous! Okay, let's see. Come on! It's not safe here. It's not safe. Okay. Can we use this one? Hi, Quiet Man, how are you? I think there still is though, more. I don't think that's how you define it. Oh no, have I lost my palette? Am I bad? Maybe. Okay. Right, let's try and get some shading into here. Because I want this to lift up a little bit. Just came back from watching YouTube video down the progress you've made. Do you know what? Sometimes I feel I don't intentionally like go like speed run through things. You know what I mean? But I think sometimes it's just a little bit easier. Have you heard of Moonstone? Yes, but I don't know why. Hi, Johano. How are you? Are you waiting for food to cook? What are you cooking today? Sweet chili chicken and veggies. Oh, that sounds delicious. I hope it works out and it's all absolutely delightful for you. Oh, really? Maybe maybe I've heard the name and just not known, but I've definitely heard of the name. The palette you were using or a different one? A different one, but I understand why you'd think that. How is the ice axe coming along? It kind of just needs to be sanded at the moment, so I'm kind of waiting for that, and it needs to be like filled and sanded, so I need to fill it with a bit of Bondo, all of the edges, and then sand everything down until then I can start painting it. I kind of find, I don't know if you guys, if anybody in here does any cosplay or anything, but I find I'm not really motivated, and I struggle to get the motivation to work on stuff until it's like had the base paint done. And I think it's because I can't see it coming together. So I find the most exciting part when I can when I'm starting the paint, which kind of makes sense because I work mostly with paint and stuff, right? But initially I just feel like I'm like, ugh. So I'm struggling to kind of get the motivation to work on it too much at the moment, because I know once I've got the first layer of paint down, it'll be fine. But because I have to do so much sanding on it, it's like, also, I don't know if any of you guys agree, but to me, sanding is just the worst. I do not find sanding fun. Does anyone in here find sanding fun? Because I just, oh my god, I find it's really not one of those like therapeutic jobs for me. A lot of cosplayers have the con crunch syndrome. I know I've been working on costumes on the morning before a con. Yeah, it's to me, it's more, I don't mind. I usually get it done early. It's not that I leave it to the last minute. It's more so I don't really like the, yeah, I don't like sand. It depends on what you're sanding. Oh, for me, yeah, I find it, you really like sanding? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's not really for me. As long as you have the right tools. No, because a lot of the time, with 3D prints, you can't really use stuff that's like too high powered, because it's very awkward shapes a lot of the time that you're trying to sand. It's rare that you've got something quite flat. So I always find that in this moment. Oh my gosh, Peachy! Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. The tedious little things. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Gamely. It's the tedious stuff. I did hand sanding. Yeah, I'm hand sanding it at the moment, and it's just a bit. It's proving to be a little tiresome. But like, I know I'll get there. It's just the getting there part's the hard bit. So yeah, I'm working on the sanding part. I was sanding it last night. Do you know what? I agree with you there, Grapple, because I feel like you can physically see improvement. Whereas I kind of feel like a lot of the time when I'm sanding 3D prints, it doesn't always feel like I'm getting anywhere because it's tedious, odd shapes that I'm working on. Thank you so much, Sams. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not the best when it comes to sanding, and I think it's because I'm extremely impatient, and it's one of those things that just take a lot of time. I'm just an impatient person when it comes to sanding. I'm so impatient with it. No way. Thank you so much, Robert. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 17 months. Thank you. Yes. Oh my gosh, more. That's exactly what it is. It's like tedious sanding. Even with a Dremel, it doesn't help. Thank you so much, Robert. 17 months is honestly huge. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hope you're having a good day. I'm good, thank you, Arrow. How are you? So yeah, and then I've got to like fill some areas. Once that's done, it'll be fine. It's just the tedious. I'm on the tedious parts, and it's just the parts that I personally don't find too much fun. Lyle, thank you so much for the 300 bits. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So many different roughness of sanding paper. Yeah, I have them. It's just tedious to me. Already loving the theme of the art today. Ah, thanks, guys. Yeah, I thought I would try. I know it probably looks a little bit spoopy. It's nice for certain projects, but not all of them, because sometimes you can end up damaging it more so than actually sanding it down. You end up putting more, giving yourself more work, and that's happened to me on numerous occasions. When I don't know if you've ever done it, when you've gone in with a Dremel and you've just like dinged it. Oh, I've never heard of that Quiet Man. Did you come up with it? Are you going to do a creepy smile? Maybe for the photos. I think. Yeah, when you've gone at something with a Dremel and you've kind of slightly ruined it because you thought it would be quicker and you've just given yourself more work to do. Oh, the worst. The worst. I did that last week and I was just like, okay, guess I'm hand sanding it then. Sanding your finger is one of the worst feelings. Oh, I took part of my finger out with the potato peeler today. I was peeling a carrot, and I was like, ah! It's alright. Oh, my finger's alright. Yeah, it's fine. It's just one of those things. Is everything still attached? Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Guys, please, when you're as accident prone as me, like, these things don't seem like big deals. What about slamming the door on my finger? I haven't done that for a long time. I usually do it with a drawer, though. I cut a chunk off your nail. Yeah, right, Issa. And then you sit there thinking, like, oh, thank God I've got nails. Wow, they're so helpful. But you're still like, oh, man. I hate this. Did you feel that way? Because I've definitely done that before. Like, I've been like, wow, nails, the savior here. That could have been so much worse. Imagine if I didn't have nails. But then I'm like, oh, man, that still kind of sucks. I'll lightly hit this with the Dremel and yes, oh my god, that's exactly what happens. It'll be quicker if I just do this way. I saw one the finish of juice with donut sausage fingers, eating garlic bread and also using power to juice carpenter work, and the stream always inspires me. Look, we're an inspiring bunch. What can I say? Boober looks good. Oh, thank you. Part of me sometimes feels like a lot of it can just be practice though, like figuring out where you kind of want the white. Bob Ross of Body Art. Yeah, a lot of people said that to me. I get kind of stressed whenever somebody says they cut themselves with a potato because when I once cut the tip of his finger off with one. Oh wow, like clean off. Damn. It was a blast to watch. You two with that game was just a riot. Did you guys enjoy watching Meg and I play Portal 2 on Sunday? I swear, that game. Oh. That game can truly be hell sometimes, you know? Mel and Meg are such a great team. I'm really glad that Meg's really patient with me because I know there's a lot of people who would not be patient with me. But that, like, there, now put this, and then it goes here, and then we have to, yeah, and then this part here. Couldn't stay for very long. That's alright, Issa. I've left the VOD up, so you can still watch the VOD if you ever feel like you're getting a little bit bored. Watching you dance with a wall was pretty hilarious. You watched me dance with a wall? I danced with a wall? Dude, I can't even remember. Mikado, thank you so much. Thank you so. Can't wait for this piece to be finished. Ah, thank you so much. Happy 17 months. Thank you. Nice. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mikado. How are you doing today? Because you had to go to sleep early. Oh my gosh, do not worry. Do not worry. It was really fun, but the VOD's still up there, so in case you ever wanted to go back. Which I know it's very different watching, you know, like the stream when it's not live, but they're still up there in case anybody ever wanted to. Before I head home. Oh, okay, cool. I hope it goes by a little bit quicker for you so you can get home quicker today. Here, and then I go there, and then you're just like, eh. Look, it's because Meg gets it, and I'm just like, okay, what? No, Meg is so great. It's good having the full stream there. Sometimes while I'm working, it's good to watch them. Yeah, that's why I quite like leaving them up. I'm trying to go back and highlight them. I'm trying to make sure I remember. Okay, so one of the tricky things when it comes to painting, which you might notice about yourself, is when you come to doing certain parts of your body, you might need to move it into certain positions so you can shade it more evenly. As an example, when I go over my collarbone, I usually push my shoulder back because I want to flatten it against my body so I can get more of an even shading on the edge there, and then when I put it back it's fine. So sometimes you might find that you have to kind of like shift your body around so you can access little bits and make sure it's even. Hi Robinson, how are you? Absolutely stunning. Oh, thank you so much, Cam. How are you doing today? That game is still, yeah, it's such a good game. It is really, really good game. Was AFK and you were talking about how her character looks like a pea? She came back and you thought she went, huh? Oh my god, she's such a pleb sometimes. Because I was like, surely Meg's character should be called Peabody because Meg's character looks more like a pea than mine does. Oh look, I've completely gotten these two mixed up. I'm good, thank you. Thank you for asking. I'm good, I'm good. Hi, Kiwi. Look, I have a very valid reason for covering up the star. And the reason is that I'm really bad at stars. So I'm gonna skip it! Not you! Oh my god, I know! I do really like playing games with Meg. Meg's really fun. We were thinking about, you know, the new Multiversus game that's coming out. We were thinking about doing a stream together playing that one. So you start with a pentagram, Lisa. I love where this is going so far. Guys, my 3D print is going to take another 57 hours. It could be y'all versus the world. Have you seen it? It's like you could be like Batman versus Velma. Oh my god. I don't think I've seen. I haven't seen the clips from the game. Next this one. Atlas. I'm Peabody. Which I don't. Megs has a hat. That makes sense because I think she looks more like a P. But anyway.
Sorry, I look like a what?
You look like a P.
Why do I look like a P?
Because you're round!
Me in real life.
No, oh no, oh my god. You go to the toilet. Because you're round! Oh my god, I completely see, taken out of context, how this... Oh my god, it looks so mean! Next this one. Atlas. I'm Peabody. Which I don't think that makes sense because I think she looks more like a P. But anyway.
Sorry, I look like a what?
You look like a P.
I look like a P.
You're round. Because you're round.
Oh, not me in real life. Okay.
No, oh no, oh my god. You go to the toilet and I'm doing absolutely
coming back
body
to
slander over
talking.
you. Like... Oh my god! Oh my god, take it out of context, this looks so mean! Because you're round. Like, duh. Because you're round. Poor Meg! Yeah, okay, I'll give it that. Taken completely out of context. It doesn't sound right. Because you're round. To win the game? Yeah. Obviously. I found my mascara on the floor. Honestly, it's hard to believe that somebody in this state would be like, ah, yes, and now the mascara. But alas, we're here. I have something to show you guys, actually. I need to go get it. Can you bear with me? I've got something to show you guys, but it might be a bit difficult, so excuse me. god. Oh my god. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. Can you remember? Last week during Hype Week, I was featured on Twitch Fridge. Can you remember that? Last week? Last month? We did Creativity Week. And I was featured on the Fridge. Can you remember? I need some ones in chat right now. If you remember. Yeah. Yeah. Right, yes. Alright. Tell me you remember. You remember. Yes. Yes. Nope. Okay. 1. I was featured on the Fridge. Twitch has sent me a gift. From the US. Twitch sent me a fridge! Yes, it's heavy! They sent me a fridge! Oh my god! Twitch sent me a fridge. They sent it to me from the US. They sent me a fridge. I know I don't, Xavier. I just carried it up from downstairs. They sent you an home workout. Oh, I know. They sent me a fridge. Look, I'm holding the whole fridge. Like it's a full fridge. Like a fridge. They sent me a fridge because I was featured on... There's a whole fridge. And it's not even a small fridge. I'm 5'7", which I know is small to some people, but to me, this fridge is rather large. They sent you an obligation. Yeah, breath makes sense now. Look, it explains the banding. I hope it's for... That was the thing, Kiwi. Like, so I have some sad news. Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna put it down. So the sad news is that the voltage in it is 115 and here we're 240. So if I plug it in, it's gonna blow up. Unless I guess I have to find a transformer. I'm really grateful for it. As you can see, it was really nice. But in the UK, we have 240 volts. And this is 115. Because that's what we were like. When we realized they imported it from the US, I was like, oh no. We have a different outlet. Did they remember? So we're going to have a look at... My dad's having a look at getting a transformer. Yeah, we're going to look at getting a converter. But yeah, so I can't plug it in yet. I can't try it out because I'll blow it up. It's also a different hertz, yeah, so it was a bit like, oh no. Bit tricky. But overall, I think it was a very nice gift. So I'm gonna look at getting some kind of like transformer or adapter or something, just to, you know, so I can use it. But yeah, they sent me a fridge, so that's kind of what I was a bit like. I was like, oh my god, this is so exciting. But then I was a bit like, oh my god, wait, can I even? So we're looking at we're looking at getting a transformer. My dad's asking around. He's got a couple of friends who are electricians, and they said that they'd try and help. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. Oh my god, carrying a fridge up the stairs is actually quite the workout. Who would have thought? Hi, Hailey, how are you? All the makeup and self-care products. Yeah, Dad's gonna try and help. Because I wasn't there to receive it this morning, and when the UPS guy arrived, my dad was like, "What is that?" And the UPS guy was like, "It's a fridge," and my dad was like, "No, it's not," and he was like, "Yes, it is," and my dad's like, "Why have we got a fridge?" He was like, "It's a fridge. It's come from the US," and my dad was like, "No, it's not." It's not. Good catching up with your chat. Goes to like, no, of course. What does it add? Does not. Does not look you're doing, which looks killer by the way, but maybe think of another Harley I'd seen recently, so put the link. Oh, amazing. Thank you so much, Kiwi. I got a guy. Showing off my Lady Thor arms. I stepped up my weights today, so my arms are pretty dead. Keep makeup cool in the fridge. One shelf for snacks. One and drinks. Yes, I 100% agree with you, May. There's only 2, but yes. At least it's a kind of a mini fridge. Yeah, oh my god. Can you imagine if they sent me a full-size fridge? Just got home from work, so you're relaxing. Nice. Is the fridge for your makeup and paints? They just sent me a fridge. It's not really... I don't think they had a specific use in mind. It doesn't zero. So I'm going to have to get a lot of... yeah, I'm going to have to adapt it somehow. Because it just... Obviously, it's not necessarily like... It's not just me that way. It's like it's a whole UK, European... I think it's the same in Europe, isn't it? Like, we just have like a completely different voltage. So no, it doesn't have a UK power, it doesn't have a UK plug, and it's 115 volts, so yeah, I'm gonna need, so my dad's looking at getting a transformer for it, so yeah. Adapter plugs. I think when I plug in the transformer, it will mean I don't need to do that anyway, I think. We were looking into it today, but I can't remember, there was a lot of questions about it today. Getting ripped after pumping all that iron. Be sure to take some zinc and help bounce back from the workout. Thank you, Back Attack. I do have zinc in my diet. I've got some zinc just over there as well. Yeah, you got. I did, Hailey. Oh, the sad thing is though, we're 240 volts here in the UK, and this is 115. So I could either plug it in and it's going to explode, or try and find some kind of transformer for it. Oh, here you go. It's yours. Yeah, exactly. I think I'm gonna have to look at getting. Yeah, it was a bit sad. I was a bit frustrated today because I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? So then my dad contacted his electrician friends, and they were like, oh yeah, you can probably use it, but we need to get you a transformer. So that's what he's looking into now. Yeah, so it's a little bit of a shame, but I mean, I can't. I don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful for it, at all. It's just I don't think they. I think they forgot that the UK is a little bit different. In the meantime, before you can plug it in, you can use it. It could be the spare room for when Elise visits. Yeah, I'm just keeping it downstairs because it's huge. So, yeah, I got the fridge, but I think that I need to get... I'm going to get a transformer for it before I even try. Because otherwise, I don't want to blow it up. It's a really kind and very generous gift to import a fridge from the US to me. Jesus. It was a bit of a surprise. It definitely was a bit of a surprise to get the fridge. A surge protector might be good too. They should be really cheap now. Oh, really? Okay, I'll have a look. Thank you. The whole power difference thing is a really unfortunate thing. Yeah, it is a bit unfortunate. Is there a reason why it's different? I just know that it is different. I just know it's different. I don't know if there's a reason why it is. Oh, there is a reason. Oh, what's the reason for it? Why do you guys only have 115? Okay, I'm just gonna dig out a wig because now I'm... you know when you like want to just see how it's gonna work? This one's quite teal. Meh. That's about 42 US dollars, so that's not too bad. Yeah, so I think it's not the worst case scenario, to be honest with you. So we'll see. You put 240 in your garages? Oh, really? Many moons ago, nobody really thought about the compatibility back then. Yeah, I guess everyone just did it individually, right? US sticks with 115 because they think it's safer, but they have more accidents because their plugs have less protection in them. Oh, interesting. Yes, Issa, yeah I am. With green hair. Oh, okay. Do you know what? There's a road, and it was near where I was, and they used to put these fences in. It was like a straight road, and nobody had any accidents. It was fine. It was just a straight road. But then they put these like give way fences, and as soon as they put the give way fences in, loads of people had accidents because people decided that what you had to do was whoever looked like they were closer had right of way, and people would be like, no, I'm going. No! And then they'd end up having more accidents, and then when they took the fences away, and they stopped having accidents again. It was so interesting how it just worked the opposite. Like, it was just a straight road, and for some reason the council decided to put safety barriers in. As soon as they put safety barriers in, more people had accidents. They don't. Oh, so they do have an Earth. The Earth now. Oh, that's it. I didn't know. I didn't know it was different for. Yeah, I just kind of thought like, oh, it is what it is. But yeah, no, I don't. By the way, I hope it doesn't come across that I'm ungrateful for it or anything. I do really, really appreciate the. Obviously, I really, really appreciate the generous gift of a fridge. But I was a bit sad. I was like, oh no! Can I even plug it in? Can I use it? Oh, you're grateful. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just a bit like, oh, I hope people. Yeah, I was really worried because I was just a bit sad that I couldn't like use it straight away. I was like, oh no. Yeah, okay, good. Because I would never want it to come across that way. I was just a bit like, oh, crap. Yeah, exactly. It is really, really kind of them, and like I really do. It makes me feel appreciated. A PlayStation in the US doesn't have an Earth plug. Oh, but is that because it was done before the law came in? Everything I'm reading says a step down, yeah. So we spent like the day trying to figure it out, so it's just a bit like, oh. It's a shame I can't use it straight away, but never mind. Oh my god. I look crazy! It does go with the look a little bit, I just think that. But I'm going to have a really tough time trying to put it in pigtails if I leave it messy, so I'm going to brush to it. Had electricity earlier than most of the others and adopted the early 115 volt system. By the time the other countries installed it, they went to the superior 240. But the US had already had their system in their homes. It would cost, yeah, it would imagine that it would be a logistical nightmare. Yeah, because they're similar, but they're not quite the same, aren't they, V6? The UK plugs, I don't know if some of you guys have seen what the UK plug looks like. you one. What is this stuck under? There we go. In the UK, they look like that. Which is hell if you stand on it, but... Don't just make all the plugs the same. I think it would just be too much of a logistical nightmare to change everything over. I see what you mean from initially, but yeah, they probably just didn't realize how interconnected everyone would be over time. Gib, thank you so much for the primes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How are you doing today? No, Ken, that's the heater. That would have been a foolish thing to do. Oh, really? Highly? Oh my god, you must have been like, oh! Blame the Beatles, because the Beatles invented everything. I heard that the Beatles are really good electricians. Hi, Smyford, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Dude, when I was in the US, I was visiting my cousin and I turned on the hairdryer and sparks flew out of the hairdryer and I was so startled and I felt awful, but I dropped the hairdryer into the sink because that was where they had the plug, like right next to the sink, and I freaked me out. And then like they turned it on, they were like, oh, it's fine, but I was like, it's not something I would lie about. Like I genuinely like screeched because I turned it on and I saw sparks fly out of it and I was like, there is no way I am using that hairdryer again. I felt awful because I felt like I had broken it, but then they used it and they're like, see, nothing's fine, it's no problem. And I was like, no, there's no way. I was like, I'm not using that again. Yeah, I was so scared that I'd broken it. Like I was happy to replace it if I had, but I don't know what happened. Like, and it's apparently it's like it's never happened to them, but so frightening. Like I can distinctly remember, but nobody else saw it. You know when you almost feel like, oh my god, did I just like did I imagine it? I was like freaking out about it like that. I was like, I genuinely saw these sparks like fly out of this hairdryer and I was like, ah! Sparks is definitely not good, but no one believed me. They were like, okay, well it's not making, it's no problem now. I was like, it is a problem. Extra volumizer, so close. What, did it last all of about like a millisecond? Oh really? Smashing. Keep you on your toes. If there was dust inside it, maybe, but like these sparks were like brutal. I just distinctly remember them and being like, there is no way I'm using that again. Like, it was so frightening. Oh no, hang on. I think I need to get myself another bubble. Hang on. I've done too much of an arm workout today. I just snapped a bubble. I don't even know where that went. Oh my god. Okay, guys, I'm too dench. Wow. Damn, she's truly. Guys, can you see why like being buff is such a blessing but also such a curse? God, it's so hard sometimes. Hi Captain, how are you? Maybe more. I was like, I'm not touching it. I don't think I touched it again. I think it was on the last day that I was there. What is a beefcake? Is it like just a burger? Is there a way to contour your muscles to look smaller? I'm gonna have to at this rate, really, aren't I, Freckle? I'm gonna have to figure it out no matter what. I'm good, thank you, Captain. Thanks for asking. I hope work's going okay. Yeah, it was like, but as a food item, like, what is it? The words change all the time. So beefcake isn't an actual food item? Disappointing. It kind of makes sense, right? It does, surely that would be, surely a beefcake is like a burger, like the meat bit. Like a meatloaf? No, because I feel like a meatloaf. I don't think I've ever had meatloaf, but I imagine it would be like a loaf of bread made out of meat. Maybe meatloaf in the shape of a cake. Have you seen those sandwich cakes that you can get? Like, you can get a cake that is made out of sandwiches. I think they're popular in Sweden. but I could be incorrect. I found out about them because I watched a TV show about mayonnaise. And like they were illustrating how different countries have. Oh, this wig would be cool. Oh, actually, I think it's too yellow. It's the Billie Eilish wig. Yeah, never mind. Not for this look. Anyway, so I've got, I've sent a Borderlands. Oh my goodness. Oh no. All the wigs fell out the bag. Oh no. Hi Bezzy, how are you? So I've sent a Borderlands gun to print, and it's taking like 3 days. So it's not the best case scenario. However, once it's done, then that's like the last thing that I need that I don't have to repaint the sirens. So we've got that to look forward to. I'm currently sorting out the wig for Maya. So once I've got the gun as a prop, we'll be good. But I will obviously have to paint it first, because otherwise it won't match or look good. Where's my eyelash glue gone? Oh, here it is. The headphones go. They do. I think it's because of they look. I think they're cool headphones. Like they're all white and cool. Oh wow, Buzzy! I haven't heard of those. So I'm one of those people that doesn't like an actual cake, so I just have pizza with candles in it. Oh, thank you so much, Wendy. I appreciate that. Yeah, I wanted to like swap the colours over for Joker and Harley today. I'm just kind of like playing with the character design a little bit. I think it looks a lot more convincing with the wig. You had 3 cheesecakes? That's nice. I don't know if I can... I'm not really a big cheesecake person. I'm just not really a big person on sweets, to be honest with you. Would you consider going out like this? No. I'm not really interested in, like, the attention, to be honest with you. Which I know is hard for some people to understand. Have you ever tried? I've worn, like, cosplays to cons, and so in the meantime I've had to go out like it, yes. And what was the reaction? People are generally quite quiet, but they'll try and stare at you and take pictures of you without you knowing, and it kind of feels really creepy and rude. So it's not really very fun, to be honest with you. Ooh, smashing! Cake Lady brought over a crumble, and it's really good. Oh, that's cool, Devancha. Do you like that? Do you like it so far? Yeah, Cake Lady made an awesome crumble, which I've been enjoying. Oh, well, that's awesome, Devancha. Yes! She brought over a fruit loaf. I think I'm tired of fruit loaves. She makes a lot of fruit loaves. But yeah, it made a crumble and it was really good. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so also I'm really glad that it was not like hell to brush this wig, because sometimes, my goodness. Okay guys, I'm not gonna forget about the eyelashes. I'm just looking at them. I think this one's ready actually. Oh, really, Issa? Through his hearing aids? Oh, that's really awesome. So, like, they're all connected, right? Oh no, did I not wait long enough? Maybe not. We'll see if these ones fall off. They're connected to an app. So it's not like it connects straight to Spotify. There's a specific app for the hearing aid that I guess works through music, right? Oh, because you can't tell if she's using them for something or not. Connects them to his phone. Oh, cool. That's really nice. I'm gonna fill in this side while I've got some paint on the brush. Go. And then I can start with some of the shading on this side. It's been cool to watch it develop. Oh, thanks, Smashing. Do you know what? At first, I really couldn't imagine it myself either. I just thought I'd go for it. No, I just wanted to mash the designs up together. I'm a big believer in the fact that I don't think they should have a child together, to be honest with you, considering the toxic relationship that they do have, or they had. And the Joker allegedly has a daughter, but I think that was disproven, wasn't it? Duala Dents, not really. But I think it was disproven. But combine them into a whole new dude like they did in Titans. Yeah, sorry, so I'm not following. I don't think I've seen that one though. I've seen Teen Titans Go. I haven't seen like the Teen Titans. The live action? Oh, I have not seen that. It was kind of meh. I felt like that after Gotham. I tried to watch Gotham, and I don't know if any of you guys tried to watch it, but when I was watching it, I was just a bit like, I got to a point where I was just a bit like, I just don't really care. Have you done Batgirl? Yes. New, if you want to have a look at some of the looks that I've done, I recommend going to my socials. If you do !S, I've done quite a lot of looks. I've done about 600 now, so you might find some in there. On Gotham. Yeah, Gotham kind of sucked. You watched 3.5 episodes. I think I got most of the way through season 1, but I thought it was a bit rubbish. New, if you have any suggestions, there's a suggestions tab in Discord, because otherwise I won't remember. Also, guys, I might actually turn myself into Penguin tomorrow. It depends if I can find... It depends if I can find the monocle, okay? That's what it's riding on. If I can find the monocle tomorrow, I'll turn myself into Penguin. Okay? Monocle search, yes, because I bought a monocle for when I did the Evil Genius, and I was like, oh my god, I can use this for Penguin. And I have this like weirdly kind of gross prosthetic that I don't even know where I bought it from at this point. I found it on Etsy and I was like, lol, I'm going to use that at some point, and I still haven't used it. So maybe I'll turn myself into Penguin tomorrow, and you can all see me become an even more horrific version of myself today. Are you going to paint a fancy fur coat? No, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. That will be crazy, yeah. I've got like a nose prosthetic. I'm gonna look so gross. I'm gonna purposefully make it really awful. The brew. Saying penguin? No. How does Benedict Cumberbatch say penguin? Does he say it all weird? Penguin? What? Penguin? Penguin. What? Penguin? Penguin. Penguin. I feel like that's how a penguin would pronounce the word penguin. Penguin. Like, I think if penguins were a bit like Pokemon and they tried to pronounce like their own species. It's very funny. Does he know he's pronouncing it in an odd manner? Does he know people think it's a little odd? Penguin. He gets worse? How can you possibly get worse than penguin? Penguin? I did not know you did Donkey from Shrek! I did, in fact, do Donkey from Shrek, yes. Multiple times. Yeah, I'm gonna do, if I do the penguin, I'm gonna do like really hardcore, you know, like real hardcore comic show, like we did Sinestro. Having fun with the spelling. The closed caption person must have had so much fun. You look amazing. Thank you so much, Pella. How are you? You popped in the Discord. Thank you. Hang on. Oh, I don't have Discord open.
This is odd. Of all the questions we had, the one that came up most often was ask Benedict to say the word penguin. What is this about?
Well, apparently I got it wrong repeatedly in a documentary. It wasn't a documentary about said animal. It was a documentary about, I think, about the South Pacific in general. And now I'm completely terrified of the word. Don't go near it.
But no, because I know, here's the thing. I thought, or you were making it up, but we actually looked
You've got
at
it?
this documentary.
Oh, good.
So the documentary is called... The documentary is called Strange Islands. The first one you sort of get away with, and then after that you lose all sense of what we're let's have a look. Listen carefully.
And the last thing you might expect to see here is penguins. These are Fiordland crested penguins, named after this corner of South New Zealand. So why are these woodlands so attractive to penguins? A freshwater stream through the forest makes a handy highway for a parent penguin heading home from the fishing
Penguin. Penguin. Woo! What do you have to say for yourself?
The funny thing is, you don't do this in isolation. You have a team of, natural history experts based in Bristol, funded by you, the tax-paying public. It's not just me sitting there at a booth going, oh, I think I know how to say penguin. I'll say penguins. It's mortifying,
He looks a lot younger without the Doctor Strange makeup.
but there are other people who should take some
You in
flack,
a
including
booth
my
at a bottle of
producer.
vodka?
Oh, this was from the 2012, just 2014. Just ignore what I just said. Maybe he just aged.
But did no one at the end of the thing, could we just try the word penguin again?
Maybe.
Aww.
They just gave up. I honestly don't know.
But then what I love is, in the way that life is, how special that Benedict is now starring as a wolf in this film.
He's in the film Penguins.
So can you say it now?
Well, I've had a word with Disney. I need to check that I have said it correctly in the film. No, penguin.
Penguin. Yay! Penguin.
The sense of achievement.
Sense of achievement for Penguin. Penguin. Whoa! Oh my goodness, looking great in green as usual. Thank you. Oh wait, right, put my music back on. Penguin. Penguin. Aww. Holy Quing. Thank you. Penguin. I've never heard of that. I've never realised that. That was in 2014. Good grief. Okay, let's see. I feel like it looks okay so far. I feel like you can see like where we're going with it. Wait, no, I agree with you, Issa. There's sometimes when you hear someone say something and you just think like, I love that. My old housemate was Italian, and he used to ask me. He said that he wanted me to help improve his English, so he asked me to like correct him if he'd ever did anything wrong. And the one thing that just melted my heart every time he said it was he didn't understand like cobweb or spiderweb, and he called them spider nets. And I didn't want to correct him because I thought it was so cute. The spider, he'd always be like, "There's a spider net in the corner," and he'd just be like, "Spider nets," and oh, it's so sweet. Spider nets. Oh, but it makes so much sense for it to be a spider net. Makes them sound, it does, doesn't it? And I just always thought it was really cute. And I love the way he pronounced it so much. But yeah, he'd always be like, "I want you to correct me because I want to be better." But that was the one word I'd always be like, "God damn it, no!" Spider nets forever. Fights penguin. Penguin. He'd know it was a setup. Bless him, as if he's like terrified of the word penguin now. I suppose it's a bit like, I don't have any trust in you guys, to be honest with you. I think if I ended up in that position, you would all collectively do the same thing but with tortoise. And I think we'd start something on the internet, because Because I don't understand how it's meant to be tortoise when to me it should be tortoise. Because that's how it's... Because you wouldn't say Blastoise. You would say Blastoise. You wouldn't say Blastus. And Blastoise is designed off a tortoise. So Blastoise and tortoise to me are one and the same. You thought tortoise. Yes, this word doesn't make any sense to me, and I think you'd all bring it up. I think you'd all tell me off and bring it up. But tortoise is odd to me. I don't think it should be tortoise. I think it should be tortoise. Because we all pronounce Blastoise as Blastoise. We don't say Blastus. So to me, it's tortoise. Blastus. Blastus. Blastus sounds like something that Team Rocket would just say. Tortois. Tortois. Aww. Right, Gamerly. Like, it's an odd one. It's such an odd one, I think. Tortois. But everybody used to say that me saying tortoise was weird because it was wrong. But I just don't think it is wrong. I think tortoise would be wrong. Because we've all accepted Blastoise. V6, get out! No, you don't! The word scone is a scone. Before you eat it and after you eat it, it's a scone. Scone's an interesting one, isn't it? Because of like the divide in the UK. For those of you who aren't based in the UK, I prefer tortoise over tortoise. Yeah, it's strange. But yeah, a lot of people have told me that I was wrong for saying tortoise. Tortoise. I feel like I'm not. Anyway. What was I saying? So yeah, scone is an interesting one because depending on, people are really funny with how you pronounce scone. It's either scone or scone. Scone. Have you seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine? I haven't. Is that the one about the nurses? Julie or Hager? I feel like Julie sounds better for some reason. Haker sounds like somebody going around with like a rake. So is porpoise or porpoise. Oh, I forgot about that animal. Yeah. No, it's the one about the police. No, I haven't seen that one. Which is what I have commented. Do you know what, Jason? I heard that, and then I heard somebody say the opposite, and now I've been forever confused. And the person who said the opposite was extremely posh. Well, I actually didn't like them at all, to be honest with you, but they said that, and I was just like, okay, whatever. Oh, actually, I should shade this first before I do that. A porpoise with a purpose! There was one episode where the captain's husband said something tasted better than a plain sconer, and he knew he was lying because nothing is better than a plain scone. How do you guys have scones? I would have a scone with butter and jam. How would you guys have a scone? I'm just going to say on the Oxford Dictionary website it pronounces tortoise the same way for both US and UK. Oh, does it? Guys, how do you cancel the Oxford English Dictionary? I always like going to the zoo and watching the tortugas swimming in the aquarium. Okay, I'm confused because I thought Tortuga was just a fictional place in Pirates of the Caribbean, so I don't know what you're talking about. I only had scones once and I don't remember the taste. They're alright, I think. I don't think like they're anything like that wild. Have I ever played the Arkham games? I have, but I suck at them because I can't do stealth to save my life. Jeff! Get out! Tortuga's a real place. Oh, I honestly, I'd only ever heard about it in Pirates of the Caribbean. It's quite ignorant of me. Apologies. You will find the word "it's wrong," so it's not trusted source. Thank you. See? Oh, is it really? Is it like a small island off it? Tortuga? Oh, how ignorant of me. I had no idea. I thought it was just, yeah, I'd only heard about it from Pirates of the Caribbean. So is it also an animal? Because of what Quiet Man said. So it's an animal as well? Do you do clotted cream? No. I don't really like the clotted cream too much just because I kind of like try to steer clear of a lot of dairy. I'm not lactose intolerant, I just try and steer clear from it. For like preference reasons. And I don't really like the taste of too much dairy stuff anyway. I go for, with the butter, I have like plant-based butter. Tortuga is Spanish for turtle. Oh my goodness. Oh, right, okay. Sorry, Quiet Man, you probably made a joke there and it took, like, look how long it's taken me to get, to get it. Turtle Island? Aww. That's so sweet. Turtle Island. Okay, but apparently I'm just a straight out genius. Not Quiet Man, only just getting their own joke. Right. It's going to be a turtle? No. Yesterday was actually World Turtle Day. I learned that yesterday. And today, it's the day of it's the European Day of Parks. My startup bar is telling me. I was actually a British bilingual mastermind. Ah, how the turns have tabled. What am I looking for right now? There we go. Okay. It's also International Tiara Day. That's cute. I was wondering, Mel. Yes. Did you guys see the Jubilee photos? I tried really hard. It was really difficult to get the Jubilee photos to work. I can show you now. Oh, this one was a hard one to do and to edit. But yeah. This picture are awesome. Thank you. I tried so hard. I was trying to figure out the bloody fireworks for the longest time. But damn. The collar was really hard. I'm really glad I figured out the collar. Are there any characters that you really like but you haven't painted? Maybe their designs are very plain or too revealing or something like that. Yeah, I do kind of... I shy away from certain designs which are a bit... I think are a bit too much. Like, for instance, Witchblade. I found a design which I'd like to do. But a lot of Witchblade's designs, they're a little bit like... No. Because... I prefer something to be a bit more challenging. Like, I think the most, I guess, revealing, because I'd be completely covered in paint, obviously, but I think sometimes they can seem a bit suggestive, and I don't really want that to, that's not what my intention with body painting. The furthest I'd go is the, like, Starfire bikini style outfit that she wears, because sometimes it just kind of feels like the outfits initially that they've been designed for are a bit gross in a way. It's just kind of like, it feels like they're designed to objectify the hero, and I disagree with some of them. I'm a bit like, it doesn't feel like it's an empowering design, to be honest with you. So sometimes I feel like it's a bit sad when I see them like that, because I'm a bit like, oh, I'd really rather paint something that's a little bit more fun. But like, I don't, like, the furthest I would go would be for a long time. Yeah, there's another one which I really dislike, is Starfire's design, and she literally just, it's like she has a like a headband that goes around her back and then just covers the edge of her boobs, and I'm like and like little designs like that, I can't help but be like, I don't really understand like what the point of this design was, other than to make her extremely sexual. And so I really try and veer away from those ones. Yeah, I really don't like that design at all, to be honest with you. I'm just a bit like, okay, what are we doing with this design? So there's some like that I'll steer clear of some of them. I also like the challenge, and sometimes it feels a bit boring to me to just be like, paint on the bikini. Like this to me, yeah, like, what part of that is superhero empowered armor? It's not, is it? It's just the whole design of it is completely objectifying sexual, really. And so women's armor is the definition of impractical. It really is, and some of it is worse than others. I can't, it's like the old kind of like, the one I always remember is, you know how Spider-Woman she's got a pretty decent suit, but like how they've been drawn, where the one which doesn't make any sense and she's like crawling and she's just gross. Starfire outfit. Micro nanobots. Well, if that was the case, then why wouldn't men have them too? Starfire design. Yeah, here. I'll show you the design. So is this going to be a web file? Oh, I knew it was going to be a web file. Okay, hang on. I'll print screen it. Oh, maybe I can just... Hang on. Yeah, I can't help but feel like they've kind of been drawn with a different goal in mind. Oh, hang on, it's not come up. There's this design, and for start, I'm like, I can't help but be like, really? This design for start, like, I just, yeah, and it's pretty gross, like, right, so it's pretty gross, like, here, obviously she looks amazing, but I don't see what part of this is, like, what part of that is helpful. And so, like, there's some designs that I'm just like, no. I'm wondering, right, Hi-Farm, like, nothing makes sense. And I think it's I think sometimes they give this idea, like, yes, the more revealing the clothes, the sexier they are. And I really disagree with that. Like, no. Like, no. So there's a lot of designs, tiny anti-gravity engines. Yeah, almost, yeah, and it's like, I just don't really understand what the, like, how is this meant to protect her? Like, what here is honestly useful? Like, the most amount that's being covered is her knees. Her shoulders, but I'd say, like, her calves and knees are the most protected here. And it's not to say that, like, and what I'm not at all insinuating is, like, that, you know, what I'm not saying is, you know, shouldn't wear certain things. I just don't really understand what the point of this is. Like, if it's designed to be armor, why? How is this helpful? It's not. It's not helpful at all. Very sure she just kicks them. And so then that suggests, doesn't it, that the only purpose for this design is to, like, sexualize her in a quite an extreme manner. And I really just, I'm a bit like, oh no, especially given Starfire's attitude. She's very innocent, and I was a bit like, but it looks nice, but it's pretty. It's just a bit like, no. So there's a lot of designs where I see them and I'm like, okay. It's just that it's such a shame that it's so objectifying, really. Bad guys only aim for the armor. It's just, I just think it's a little bit odd. I would just, goes into a fire tornado in that picture. Oh yeah, no, it's really, really beautiful. But yeah, there's just some designs where I'm like, oh. The only reason that's been done is but woman join the yeah, I do think that things are being improved, but I think there's still a long ways to go. Overall, there's some designs which I'm just like, oh my god, no. Like that one. The flip side, characters that you like that are just a really plain in design. When characters are really plain, I generally just try and add loads of stuff on my end. Like Hellcat. I wanted to paint Hellcat, but I was so aware that Hellcat essentially just wears like a yellow suit and that's it. Like there's just nothing. So I went out my way to try and add loads of stuff. Bye Panama, thanks for spending some time here. But yeah, overall, there's a lot of designs that I do. I like them and I think they're nice, but I don't want to go too far. It's just like not my interest, to be honest with you, to kind of like go too far with them. But I do really like the Witchblade. I think that Witchblade is kind of... There's some designs of the Witchblade which I think are absolutely phenomenal and I really want to paint. And then there's some other ones and you're a bit like, oh, okay. Her most consistent outfit is a t-shirt and jacket. Ah, yeah, see, to me that seems boring. Right, that's a boring outfit to paint, so I'm not really interested in it. With... Yeah, like Lady Death, I mean... Lady Death, I wouldn't really mind painting Lady Death. There's kind of like enough about her that seems interesting to me. But yeah, there's like that Starfight one, I'm just like, why? Because she didn't really have a choice of how the look for. I don't actually know the full story behind her. But yeah, I just think some of the character designs are a bit like, okay, well that's a bit interesting. But in no way am I saying like, oh, you know, like we should control what they're wearing, like you should be covered up. That's not necessarily what I'm saying at all. Oh gosh. What I'm more referring to is if the purpose of the costume is meant to be armored, then where is the armor? Oh, like why? It doesn't make any sense. What? So, because the purpose of it is meant to be extremely structured. So, what do you use as a reference, or do you paint freely from an idea? I'll usually look up a reference of generally what the character looks like, so like what the shape of the pauldrons and stuff are. But after that, I'll usually freestyle it. For Iron Man. But it's like it's not canon, right? It's usually fan made, and that's interesting as well. Yeah, because like you never see the men characters depicted that way, and I think that says something. Have you checked out the Marvel Snap, the new card game? Oh, I haven't. It looks kind of interesting and very fast within 6 rounds, about 3 minutes. Oh no, I haven't heard of that. Is it literally like Snap? Did Lara Croft once use the Witchblade? I remember that meeting up with the comments before. Witchblade actually had a sweet design there. Yeah. Lara used to meet up with the Witchblade a lot, and like if she had like an adventure or some kind of job which needed an extra, like a bit more of a pull, she'd call in the Witchblade, and I thought that was really cool. And then they'd take it on together. When she got over sexualized, oh, I don't know. I haven't got to that part of my book yet. Oh, amazing. Thanks, Mort. But yeah, I think it's just what the purpose of it is, and I think the purpose of it is quite clear. And I think it's just a bit of a shame. But I'm glad that changes are happening, because it's all kind of like drawn for the male gaze really, and I think it is a little bit of a shame, and so I'm glad to see changes happen. Like Harley dressed as Robin or something. I don't necessarily mind, but I wouldn't do its torso. To me, torso, the way I see my torso paints is they take me so long that I would rather collect more portfolio pieces as ones which are like genuine, like trying to bring a particular thing to life. I class my torso piece as a bit more precious, because I can only do one per week, whereas like tomorrow I could turn Harley into Robin, and like today, like this is almost like playtime to me. I don't mind, but I'm not as interested, or it's very rare that I'd consider doing that for a torso piece. Bane couldn't understand. That's so funny. Bane's like, wait, what? But yeah, I hope that didn't come across as kind of like that I think we should control what they should wear. I just think for the purposes of armor, it doesn't make any sense. Sorry, I have a fear of getting clipped out of context. It's also like why I'm happy to paint people like Sinestro and like do weird crossover, like, oh, but what if Sinestro's, I like Harley today, like, well, what if Harley and the Joker? Because it doesn't take me too long, right? I know, I'm just aware people like to clip people out of context, that's all. I'm just like. But yeah, I see, like, for me, like the torso paints, they're very time sensitive and they're quite precious for me to be able to do them, so. And there's like a lot of characters that I want to do. As well though, for instance, like, someone like Raven, I really, really want to paint her. Her wig is so hard to get right, and I know it seems silly to just get Raven's wig right, but there's so many times where I've like tried to figure it out, and it's like gone. It's just not. It just doesn't look right. And you know what? I know you guys know I'm particular about like my wigs, etc. I just haven't. I actually found the perfect one, but it's so expensive and it's sold out. The Witchblade paint is going to take 20 hours to do with all the detail in the armor. Almost. That's the thing. Is like I don't mind doing it, but it's going to be on a day where I'm like, okay, I'm ready for this challenge. Like this challenge is going to take me out, but I'm gonna do it. So I'm happy I found that design because it's all I really need. I might need articulated fingers, maybe. Not sure about those, but generally it's just waiting for a day. So what I like to do at the moment, just click my back. What I like to do at the moment is get all the props ready for a certain paint. Hi Chaos, how are you? And then on a specific day, I'll just be like, oh, I really feel like painting Gamora today. I really feel like it. And then I know I've got everything that I need to do the Gamora paint. You wouldn't have recognized me. My secret identity. But yeah, I'm excited to do the Witchblade. But it's going to be on a day where I'm like, all right, today I felt like it. Hi, Drones. Thank you. It's a bit of a different one today. to see which design you will do. She has very good practical ones, more practical. I don't know if you saw me post it in the Discord. For Witchblade, I found one that I want to do. Oh, sorry. The reason why is because of the pauldrons. That's why. This one. So her shoulder armor is the reason that's holding me back from this one. But I reckon I can do it. I think I can do it. I just need to figure out the shoulders. Yeah, it's a really cool design. But I think I can do it. Yeah, right, Shadow. And I like the detail in it. I don't actually think it's that bad because I was studying it and I was like, I think the detail is fine. I think the thing that's going to be hard is the actual. I'll probably make it all silver. Is like making it silver. I think that's the part that's going to be hard. But because of the nature of how that is cool, isn't it, Peachy? Because of the nature of how I prefer to go live on Twitch. I prefer to have quite a lot done before I go live, like completed. In the morning I'll have figured out most of the chest and part of the torso. So once I've figured it out, then it's more of a case of I know what I'm doing. It's just going to be the time combing through and doing everything. So could you do a bit of black on your shoulder to make those parts pop off? Could you do a bit of blackout on your shoulder? Oh, not for these ones. The shoulder pauldrons, because of how much they come out, they would need to be built and added, which is no problem. I can do that, and then they would be adhered on, and that's fine. But they would probably be adhered on, and I'd go around this kind of area here, and some of them would be dots drawn on the pauldron, and some of those circles, the red ones, will be drawn on me. So I'll follow some kind of pattern so that so it's kind of invisible. Yeah, so I'll build the pauldron for it, obviously 2, but once I've got them, it's fine. It's just and then I just need to wait for a day where I'm like, okay, it does feel very xenomorph, it does, and that's why I quite liked it, because I was like, oh, it's quite is it Geiger? So I like the design a lot, and I will paint this at some point. I just need a day where I'm up for it, because someday, like for instance, like last week's was a little bit different, but today I was just like, oh, I really want to do the joke. I really want to like mash up Harley and Joker today. I saw this art piece and it really inspired me, so I want to do that now. And so I kind of paint what I feel like, because it yields better results from what I've experienced. Whereas if I try to, it's why I don't do like requests unless it's a paid campaign by a company, because I'm just not interested, and then I just pull out a rubbish paint because I just don't care. I'm not in the mood to do it. And it sounds, I understand it sounds petty, but also you have to understand that like a request is essentially a free commission, and I'm not doing it. And you also end up in a little bit of a mess. I don't know if anybody's tried it. You also end up in a little bit of a mess because people want you to do like their Dungeons and Dragons character that they've designed, and it's just not. No. Because I can't see what you have in your head, and it's not necessarily like, oh, but it's just like your take on it. I don't have much to work from, and so I end up having to design the look, and it's not like an easy reference. But furthermore, with people like asking for requests, it also just doesn't work, because what if I don't have the right wigs? What if I don't have the right props? So I'm gonna have to go out my way, but and obviously if I do like sponsored stuff with companies, then I go out my way to build them all, but I'm being hired to do that. So that's why I don't really like doing requests. Be more Star Wars characters in the future. I do hope so. My Ahsoka thing didn't work out, and I was really confused. I was disappointed. So, and I don't mind that. It's more so like you just can't do requests, even. It just doesn't work out. You know what I mean? She actually met Invincible and fought him before. There is some talk that they may have even been shown the background characters of the armor as a cameo. Oh, really? Oh, to answer your question from earlier, Shadow, one of the things that I find very difficult is characters with tall collars. So Jubilee was kind of like a bit of a test and a bit of a step for me because of the collar. I don't really know how to do them, and Kay Pike is amazing at them, and I'm really always in awe at how she manages to get these collars to work. I have asked before, but I think her chat's always a bit too busy. But that's okay, I understand. So I just don't understand how she manages to get these collars to be so beautifully perfect. But that's kind of what holds me back from doing a lot of characters, is because I don't understand the collar. Hi James, how are you? Especially to get it to stick bolt upright. Right, with clothing is true, we can't imagine. Yeah, exactly. So obviously, like you saw with Jubilee here, like this was, getting this to match up was hours of figuring it out. Hang on. You've been running around as in doing chores, or you've been doing some workouts? You love the makeup, thank you. So like getting the collar to work here was really hard. That was why it took me so long in the morning to get this ready. I was trying to figure out the collar like hell. It was really tricky. I'm glad I figured it out in the end, but one of the things that I think was particularly worked in my favor was the collar naturally curves, and foam will naturally start to bend back this way with the amount of, you know, like work that I've put onto it. But that's unacceptable for somebody a bit more like Spawn. Like that's, I don't want that to happen on that. I want it to be bolt upright. And so I don't understand how to make it stick bolt upright. You're getting ready for the cousin's wedding this weekend? Oh, nice! Oh, I hope you have a really nice time. So that's kind of something that holds me back, is I don't understand how to do them. I really wish I did, but it's something that I need to try and slowly figure out. Because I want it to blend seamlessly into the paint. You taking time to answer all my red. That's okay, no worries. I'm happy to. I mean, like, overall, I just appreciate that people, you know, want to talk to me while I sit here and do this. So I think a lot of it kind of depends. Also, sometimes I just see designs and I'm like, no, don't like it. I'm really excited. I'm currently trying to figure out Star Sapphire's headpiece. Because I want to do the full bodysuit of Star Sapphire. I just think it looks cooler. There's more to it that's interesting to me. But her headpiece kind of like so I need to. I'm gonna figure that one out. I've been wanting to paint her for a long time as well. Keep the rigid shape. It wouldn't be enough. It wouldn't be enough, but like the fear that you have is it falling mid-paint and you can't get it to stand upright and stand up any further. Because I'd have to adhere it before I start the paint, right? So by the time I finish the paint, that could possibly be 13 hours later. So it's gonna have to stick bolt upright for like 13 hours before I even take the photos of it. Yeah, so you see, PG, it's quite a tricky one, isn't it? There's a lot of stuff that I've tried. Thank you so much, Gamerly. You find my work amazing. Thank you so much, Tor. Thank you. But yeah, it's just, there's just like little bits where I'm like, I just don't even know how that would even hold. Because you could get adhesives, etc. But like, sometimes it'll only work for a certain period of time. Is the paint organic? I actually don't know. You can, if you do exclamation about brands, you'll be able to see all the brands that I use. Okay, I'm gonna put the lenses in, so give me a minute. I'm just gonna be right back. Kay Pike, Peachy, she's amazing. You should follow Kay as well. I am back. I think that's cool with the lenses in. Welcome back. Thank you for the welcome backs, guys. Guys, in a drastic turn of events, have I finished this before 11 p.m.? What the what? Right, even I'm surprised. I know. Now I'm like, because I wasn't rushing or anything. I feel like I've. It does. It is really early. We didn't distract enough. I'm not saying it's your guys' fault whatsoever. Oh my god. This looks so good. Thanks, Star Wars lady. Oh no, Star Wars lady, on the one day, how much faster would it have been without you running up? Right? Oh my goodness gracious, you have such a good point. I went off to go get the fridge and everything. Good night, High Farm. Well, damn. This really was quick. Please may somebody do exclamation mark uptime. Three and a half hours. Oh my god. 3.5 hours. Another one. I'll do another one with inverted colours and like green eyes and a purple wig. Oh my gosh, you're so fine. Like everyone can do the command. It's not open. Maybe I'll like grunge up some of the shading around here. Joker that looks like Harley. Yeah. Do you know what? I did consider doing Joker from like the film version, you know, with the red and the yellow outfit. I thought that would have been fun. But then I felt like it was a bit less recognizable. Dude, I don't know how I've managed this so early. Alright, well, we'll have to do... Well, we've got no choice but to do like a 12-hour paint tomorrow. I almost feel bad! Guys, I'm almost like, sorry. Finished it really quick. Oh my god, okay, look. Pigtails and headphones don't get along together. You love the paint, thank you. Oh my god, I know Star Wars Lady, and then it got, oh my god, what if it's the dawn of that era again? It's my buff workout schedule. I only did arms today. I didn't do any cardio. Maybe I should wash this off and do a workout. Then put it back on again. Take the photos. Alright, well. I guess we'll go on a raid. Okay. Oh, but you like the eyeshadow. Thank you. I feel like the eyeshadow kind of like is pretty fun. It's nice when you can do a really messy look. Oh my god, guys! Wow, not the best timing. Oh my gosh, yeah, 'cause I was literally just saying, like, I don't know what's happened, but I've been really quick today. Guys, my dear friend Domo. Okay, those of you who don't know who Domo is, Domo Stanton, he works for DC Comics, and he's currently drawing some DC comic pages while watching WWE. So for those of you who don't know who Domo is, I'd love to introduce you to him. He is an artist for DC Comics and a dear friend of mine. So, yeah, he works for DC. He's drawing some DC pages now. So let's go raid Domo. I don't think he's been online for a while. He's probably been busy working. At the moment, it looks like he's drawing Deadman. What's Deadman's actual name again? Deadman DC. What's his name? Boston Brand. At the moment, he's drawing Deadman Boston Brand at the moment. Which looks... Isn't that Madame Zan... God, I can't remember her name. Is it Madame Xanadu? I've come across her at the moment in my Justice League Dark. But yeah, anyway. So we'll raid Domo, and please do show Domo a lot of love. He puts a lot of work. If you're familiar with the Sandman, he wrote, he did all of the House of Whispers. He did the whole thing, I think. So if you're familiar with Sandman, that's Domo's work, and he's really amazing. So he's got this new story out at the moment. He's working on a new story, in collaboration with another writer. But yeah, Domo does work for DC Comics, like, legitimately, and he draws like the comic pages on stream while watching WWE. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks, Starry. Sorry, it was so quick. I didn't anticipate it to be so quick today. Too much even. Yeah. Do show Domo a lot of love, because he's really, really lovely. He's a genuinely awesome and beautiful human being, regardless. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone who has subbed, everyone who's gifted sub. Thank you so much to everybody who has donated, everyone who has thrown bits at me today. Thank you so much for all of you. Thank you for being really patient with me. I know it was like a real quick stream, but thank you. I appreciate you all so much. I'm gonna be live again tomorrow because you guys unlocked the extra stream. It's Creator Clash. I don't know. Isn't that like YouTubers when they YouTubers like punch each other? I have no idea. I don't know. I'm probably going to do a quick... I might do a bit of a raid and run because I think my dinner's nearly ready. So I'll just go eat with Ghost now. Like this, I guess. Okay. Oh, Matchstick Girl. Randomly, I've managed to finish in 3.5 hours and we don't know what happened today. I speed ran it by mistake. Okay, I love you all. Please show Domo a lot of love. He's a dear friend. Thank you so much. I'll be live again tomorrow. I love you guys. By the way, don't forget, I'm sponsored by DeviantArt. I'm part of the DeviantArt Collective. Here. You can do !DA to find out more. Oh, thank you so much, Pad. I appreciate that. Sorry, just caught us right at the end here, but I hope you've had a good time today. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another look. I love you all, and I'll see you soon.